Hello everyone and welcome to the Flashbang tutorial. In this video we will go over the basic stuff of the flashbangs and spots that I found for smokes and flashbangs. I hope you'll enjoy this tutorial. Let's start with the basic of the flashbangs. So, the basic fuse time of the flashbang is 2.5 seconds and the effect pops in 100 milliseconds. This is the basic fuse time of the flashbang if it doesn't hit a wall, but what happens if it hits something? Well, the flash will explode 1 second after it hits something, and the sound effect will last for approximately 5 seconds. It seems that no matter what, the effect will pop in 100 milliseconds. But what is happening if you throw 2 flashbangs at someone? Well, the effect doesn't add up. However, the timer is reset. Before we move on to the spots, I'd like to touch a word about flashbang and smoke grenades. About flashbangs, they're often used to burn ADS, trying to cover a sound, the plant most of the time, or trying to randomly flash your enemy. I think they could be even more useful. I feel like they're heavily underrated, even by pro players sometimes. The main reason why is because they're not as good as they are in some game, like CSGO for instance. Flashbangs in Rainbow Six are heavy. They don't bounce very much, they have a very low velocity once they touch the ground, and they don't flash very far. While in real life, flashbangs are heavy and shouldn't bounce very much, I do believe flashbangs and smoke grenades should have a little buff in that sense, making them more versatile to find more spots, thus making the skill ceiling higher. Also, flashbangs in Rainbow Six are very strong within 4 meters because they flash you no matter where you look, but once you're out of the radius, they don't flash very far. At 11 meters away of the explosion, you won't be blinded that much. I guess they should flash no matter where you are looking, as long as you stare at the explosion. So now, let's see the spots. Actually, there will be a second part because putting everything in one video was way too long. For the first spot, we're going to flash the security mirror window in consulate. So, for this, you're going to go where I am, in the corner, then you look at the extinguisher, you aim at the top of the box, you can actually ADS, I don't know why I wasn't ADSing, but you get the point. Then you go right at the door frame, aiming at the middle of the door frame, the black door frame by the way. You go in the corner of the orange wall and you align yourself like the quarter circle, like I do in this. You lean left, and you move back as you're throwing the grenade. The grenade will be actually perfect, and the guy at the mirror window won't have time to react to it. There is also a way to do it with the smoke grenade. You aim at the bottom of the box, this time you align the same way for the black door frame. You go again at the orange wall, but this time the quarter cycle, it's the left side you gotta align, not the right side like I show like this. No, the left side, yep. Then you do walking throw this time. And the smoke should be perfect. It blocks the door and the mirror in security. So now here's a way to flash the guy behind the desk in meeting. So what you have to do at first is to shotgun the top of the wall, then align like this. The top of the left quarter cycle should be like this at the ceiling, and the bottom of the right should be like this as well. Then you just have to throw, and the guy will be flashed no matter where he's looking and no matter where he's going. He has no time to react nor run away. Then we have a smoke grenade to smoke the connector, and so people cannot take a crossfire while you flash the guy. You have to do this smoke with the flash if you want the maximum effect. So you gotta aim at the middle of the long desk, like I show, and then align the bottom of the quarter cycle at the ceiling like this, and you do a working throw and the smoke grenade will be perfect. So here's a way to flash the mirror window in red at the basement of bank. First you stick yourself at the blue box, then you gotta align the metal bar at the middle with the papers on the right of it. Then you aim at this bar, metal bar, and you aim at the middle of the hatch when you go down. You throw it, and this flashbang will be perfect. There is no time for the mirror to react, thus giving you, I guess, a free push. Now here's a way to smoke this mirror window and the connector next to it. So what you're gonna do is stand in this corner, like on the right. You see there's a corner on behind me on the right of it. Shotgun the floor. And you gotta throw it between 2 metal beams while you are aiming at the edge of the hatch and do working throw like this. This one is very hard to get. I highly recommend that you're training in Terrorist Hunt, like we're doing with Chaos X, so you're not running out of ammo. Time to smoke connector in archive. So what you're gonna do is stand on those papers, on the left one in the middle. To be sure the angle is correct, you can check that the marble columns are aligned like this. Then you aim at the fire alarm on the top of the ceiling, you'll see in a second. Like this. But first you have to prone, I forgot to do that at first. Yeah, you see, you have to prone, you aim at the fire alarm, and you just throw the smoke. And this smoke will perfectly smoke the connector. Oregon's turn now, so what you're gonna do is crouch in the corner where I am, aim at the fan, you align the bottom of the quarter circle like this, you go between the white strips and you just release, you throw it, and the flash is perfect. No time to react, the mirror is flashed, you can actually drop and still get the kill. Alright, thank you all for watching, I hope you liked this first part. The second part shouldn't come in a long time, I hope. And leave me some feedback in the comments, and if you have some spots like this, don't hesitate to share. Of course you will get credited, don't worry. Yeah, it's been Simon, thank you all very much for watching.